Hello. Okay, I'm here. What's up? Alright, hopefully I got everything. Sometimes it takes me longer to get everything set up than other times. Mostly because when that happens, because I'm still finishing something when I actually start the stream. But we're good. Okay. How you guys doing? How you doing? Time for some Potionomics. Hopefully, maybe we'll go a little faster. I went a little bit faster last week compared to the weeks prior. Still not that fast, but maybe I can go a little faster again today. We'll see. Making the same typo repeatedly. Twitch thinks you're spamming. Alright. What is this? There we go. Come on. Okay. Alright, video, audio, mic. Alright, we good. Let's do this. Day 37, 100,000 coins. We're so rich. Time to go into town and spend this money. No, not even. I have all this money going into the sell. I bought all the stuff I needed and I still have 100,000. Is that correct? That seems wild. I think I did all my potions and everything before I ended last time, so I think we're good on that. I'll just do a quick check, but yep, that's sorted. Man, I definitely could be going faster if I just wasn't being so optimal, because I'm definitely overkilling it. I mean, as we've seen, I literally haven't fought a single boss yet because I've overkilled every boss so far. I haven't even needed to fight. And on top of that, now I'm like able to overkill the boss before it even gets to the competition, and I'm like, I think I probably could beat the game at this point. I think I've talked about this. I'm pretty sure I'm far enough now that I could probably just beat the game literally off of what I have. I could just go out and do relationships the rest of the game, and I think I would still make it all the way through. Which, I mean, to be honest, maybe that's what I should start doing if I want to go faster. Like, I don't even think I need to be brewing potions. I think I could literally just go out and schmooze everybody. Brewing. Yep, we're good. So I think I need to make one more super... So I'm currently making... I have my... tolerance or whatever. I think I'm making the Masterwork Silence Gears, and then I can make Masterwork Insight Enhancers. One of them. Maybe I already have the Tolerance. I can't remember which one I already have. But I can make the Masterwork of the final one tomorrow. Into day 39, and that'll be my final one. Alright. Well, I guess we're just selling. Oh, that's right. I got all these Masterwork Curse Cures to sell today. Cures are more valuable, and then we're gonna go to the Arctic when we go into town. That's it. That's the plan. So let's do it. All right. So this does sell. This is one enhancer. We're gonna sell all 5 of these. Where do these go? Cures. And we got the super cure shelf even. 4,700 each. Insane. What's the next best shelf? It doesn't matter, they're equivalent. 2794, 2921. Oh yeah, of course. And this is also 2921. Yeah. Is it even, do I just wait though? Cause like, look, this goes from 29.21 to 36.83. So I'm losing about 700 each base, or on the starting price. So in total, I'm probably losing 1,000 each on each one I sell here instead of here. And that's not, obviously these go on this one, cause these are the highest level ones. What's tomorrow? I'm pretty sure tomorrow is also cures, right? So maybe I just sell 5 in each time period to maximize my profits. Yeah, it's cures tomorrow too. I'm gonna have so many cures. Oh my goodness. Maybe I use only 2 shelves worth. I'm pretty sure I can just sell them all out. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, so we got a new week now. We finished 2 series last week. 2 of the, well, Elden Ring was an extremely long-running series, over a year's worth of streaming it. I mean, obviously I took breaks from it at times, and then and we weren't streaming it. We were, you know, once a week, more or less. But it was 48 parts, I think. The final part was 48. So that's like straight up like a full year's worth of streaming it once a week. So it's like, you know, 3 hours a week. I did go back and finish all of the, sorry, I should figure this out while I'm doing it. I did go back and finish all the achievements though, so that's cool. So that's done now. Alright, maybe I just... Because I'm gonna get... Okay, wait, after this though... No, maybe I just do it here and here, because I'm gonna have some left over, which these are good for... Oh, these are the ones I want for adventuring if I need a Masterwork Cure, right? So, don't actually want to use those. Where are my other Masterwork Cures? Don't I have... Oh, I only have Superiors. Superior is what I needed. Never mind. All the Masterworks basically can be sold, but... if I sell all 10 of these here, then I won't be able to sell anything else. But I'll just have 5 to sell. Money? Yeah, look at this dough, though. Alright, we're just gonna sell 5 at a time. That's all we even need to do. Off of this alone, we're gonna make, like... You know... What? 40,000 coin. If I throw all these onto the other pedestal, I could make another, you know, maybe 30,000 or so. But, well, not quite, maybe like 25,000. But it's like, well, we can do it in the afternoon if we have to. Let's just sell, we're just selling 5. We're gonna do a real short sale here. Do I need to change any of my cards? I don't think so. Did I even get any? Who did I level up? I think it was someone for a coupon, right? Or was it Roxanne? Trying to approach the coupon? Who do I have coupons for? Basically, most people are at coupon rank now. It was for the coupon, that was what it was. So question, do I 100% every playthrough I do an Elden Ring, or do I just bum rush the bosses? I mean, what is your goal, right? If you're trying to, like, experience everything with your different builds, then sure, go ahead and do everything. But, as someone who had no desire to play it again, I literally safe scummed. I didn't even replay it. I haven't even done other builds. If you're just trying to get those achievements, but still have the satisfaction of playing it, I would just rush the bosses. In a sense, that might be more interesting, because if you're under-leveled for the bosses, it might be even harder. It might be more interesting in some way. But of course, you know, if you want to fully experience playing through it, then go for it. The only one I don't have the coupon for is Baptiste, which is fine, because I literally never use this service if I don't have to. Alright. Alright, let's sell. It's not a great mulligan or sleight of hand. This is the classic bad hand that we've been getting. He's just blocking, so I guess I just pass, right? Do I mulligan? Is the 1 worth it? Probably not, since we're already going to be down to 7. We'll just fully redraw. It would just be for drawing 1 card. It's not worth the 1 patience. Especially if I were to draw... Okay, I would have drawn this, which would have been fine. But if I had drawn, like, the... Oh, what? If I had drawn a Captivate, that would have been great. But I think it's in order. Okay, we're getting, what? Tension... Complain and then tension, so we'd be getting 5. Which, unfortunately, is nothing I can really do about that. Definitely play this for the 5. Do I just eat the 5? I might have to. Because, I mean, this is not going to get me anywhere. 5 is acceptable, as we're getting the tension after, so it should be okay. I mean, either way, we're playing that. This takes us down to 4, and if we can get a finisher, it's fine. 5 is not great though. That's 1 in 20 is gonna be a stress card, but we still have another guided thought. We can clear it. Yeah, okay, we got the guided thought. That's good. And flattery sleight of hand. That's literally what we wanted. That's our whole play. Guided thought. Is sleight of hand gonna get us there? It is. Nice. Perfect. 104%. We got a double on it. Okay, but of course that's off the starting price. It does not build based off of the price that we were selling it for off the shelf, because the shelf is already boosted by a bunch. I mean, we have so much time. We're just losing time. We just strike and then pass. We're losing a sleight of hand, but I think we'll have time to draw the next one. So we'll still have 10 left over for the next day. Hit the 1 in 25. Well, we can mulligan it away, and we can clear the stress, actually, which is really nice. We are going to mulligan it away, and we have another scheme. Look at this hand. Okay. Am I trying to... Okay, how much do I have? 6? 1, 2, 3... Oh, I can't salt if I want to also mulligan to fish for the sleight of hand or the flattery. I don't think I even strike, so I think I just guided thought. Guided thought. Press the attack. Mulligan. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Captivate. I mean, it was pretty likely I was going to draw it. I was looking at... I knew the card's amount that I was drawing. I knew I was only going to be missing 2. So... Missing... Okay, actually, I'm getting all 3 cards because I needed the Captivate and the Flattery Sleight of Hand in order to play them all. But if I didn't get them all, it's okay. I would have just played what I could play. But I managed to get them, so that's what we like to see. Another 105%. Love to see it. Okay. How far are you in your second playthrough there, Lightning, of Elden Ring? I guess I just salt and then slam them before this uncertain comes in, and then we just pass and see what we get. What is this going to spend? 7? 7. We'll be at 3. That's fine. Alright, what do we get? What do we get here? Press the attack mulligan is fine. Craftsmanship's good, except I can't play it. I think I press the attack mulligan, right? Is there anything I'm going to want to play off the mulligan instead of a press the attack? Guided thought? That's it? So maybe I do just mulligan and see what I get. Double sleight of hand. And guided thought. Okay, you know what? That's literally what we wanted. Perfect. It doesn't get us the level, but nothing would have, I guess. Oh, I didn't even see how much we made there. I don't think it was 100% though. Alright, well, we lead off with a scheme. We don't want to take the 5, so we're just going to end it. Great, 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 great. Let's salt. Press the attack. I guess 1% is fine. We can have 1%. 1 in 100 to draw a stress card is bearable. I want the extra 3%. Yeah, only plus 63%, unfortunately. Just got to the capital. Gotcha. I think with an O is a building, right? Isn't that the distinction? Versus with an A is the city. I'm not sure. That's something I probably would have known if I was younger, because that's the kind of random knowledge that was probably in my brain at one point, but now it's depreciated. Both look wrong. Well, they're both definitely correct spellings of the word. I'll tell you that much. I think with capital with an O is the building, and A is most other uses, like a city and money and capital letter. The only thing I'm not sure of is if O can also refer to the city. I could also just be completely wrong. I'm sure they're both correct spellings, at least. That much I am sure of. Got the sleight of hand and opening. We don't really want this doubt, although one stress is not the end of the world. And we have the sleight of hand already, so I don't... Do I want to draw again? Not really. What will I be at? Alright, we're just gonna take what we got. Not quite another level. 75, whatever. Okay, we're not making quite as much on these potions as I was expecting. We're gonna end up at around like plus 30,000 or something. Oh, actually, that was the last one. What do we end up at? 37,000. Okay, we actually were not much short of where I thought. I thought we'd make... go up to... Actually, what did I start at? 104? So we made 33,000. I thought we would make up to 40. So, a little bit short of what I was hoping for. Okay. But, I mean, we're just going to pick up our potions and sell again, right? We're just... So, it's fine. Now I can throw the other ones on. Okay, let's grab all this stuff. Lots of nice ingredients. Look at these parallel ingredients. This happens, it's like all the ingredients always have these parallels, right? Here to here as well. But it's kind of funny to see them just... It's still kind of cool to see them. It makes sense. It's a good way to make it so that you kind of know what to expect from different ingredients. Yeah, we'll take more of this, I guess. In yellow or blue. Okay, wait, let me see what purple stuff we need. I feel like that's the biggest concern. Purple, well, I don't know if that's true. Want more of these, probably. More dragon pheromones would be good too, actually. These 88s would be useful in general. Since I'm apparently using these to make high-level potions at this point, the 22 multiples. As much as 22 feels like a weird number to be going for, I just have so many of them now. Ooh, more of these would be good too. I might just... I'm at the point where I might not need to start buying the 64 management ingredients again because I'm gonna just be making copies of the higher level stuff. This goes here. That's a 3. Maybe that's why I wasn't copying it. Good thing we waited until night, though. Or the 88s. It's too low. We actually have a lot of the Hellhound Daisies already. Now these are all 88s as well. We need more of these. Oh, this is also green. Shoot, we can't make more of that. Okay, well. Red and yellow are what we've got to do, so... I mean, this is just for time. I actually could put something worse in there. It probably wouldn't take long enough for it to be a problem, actually. If I just want more of certain ingredients, since it's the night set, anything goes. As long as it doesn't take 5 time units, which I don't think it will. So, for example, I think I could even get more of these. It makes it take 5! No, it's a 50% increase. I just thought it was an extra time unit, but it's okay. Well, that's a waste. But now we know. I was curious, so I figured it was worth finding out. This should only take 3, though. 4? You know what? We'll take it. It's more than... It's 2. Maybe it just depends on the ingredients or something like that. 4 is acceptable, though. All right, anyway. These are base 98, so we need something pretty hefty. We could throw a pufferfish in him at him. Yeah, that's close. And then blue. For 90s, that works okay also. Actually, getting to the 5th ingredient's not that different for the 90 and the 98 starting point. Okay, what's here? 20, so, or 19. Sure. Doesn't matter, we can buy more flowers, they're cheap. Green needs around 40. Just under 40. It feels weird to get rid of ingredients that I would absolutely use, but it's like at the same time... Okay, well, I wouldn't really use these, but... At the same time, it's like I can just buy more of some of them. The things I can buy 10 of in a day, there's no point in trying to conserve them, especially since I'm gonna be buying more. This is the realization I've been coming to. Alright, I need another 40 here. That being said, I don't want to throw something that I cannot, that I am not buying. Cannot buy 10 of. Like the frog legs I can only buy 1 of, so feeding with those seems questionable. What's here? 54. So get like a 60. Sure. And here we need 120 total, so 60, another 60. Good. All 5s, we're good to go on that. Let's get our potions. We don't have that many potions ready today, I don't think, so just grab them. We actually have 3 ready. They're all adventuring potions, though. This became, what, superior stamina? Oh, we had another set of superior stamina, I think, right? That's what this one is also. Great. I cannot for the life of me remember what I needed. We got some more mana potions, though. Let's run through the checklist again real quick. I think I have all the cures in both Superior and Grand, so we're good on that for the time being, right? Yeah, here's the Grands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the Superiors are 1. Well, that's a Masterwork. That's also Masterwork. Superior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And mana potions, we've got 2 stacks of Grands, a stack of Superior, and 1. Do I need what? I need... Oh, and then I got a couple of Graders, which are mostly only usable for... Well, no, yeah, they're still at 4. They're mostly only usable for Zid. We are going to need to make more of those, but there's no point doing it now, because those literally don't take... Those take like 2 time units. Can I reduce it to 0? I don't think so. That'd be funny, though. I could just make infinite... Well, I have to use ingredients still. Health potions we're good on, right? Superior, we got a few. Grands, we've got a stack. Greater, we've got a stack. I do actually need more health potions. Especially of the Superior and Grands. I've got a stack and a half of Greater. Okay, stamina potions got 2 stacks of superior. I could definitely use more though. I could basically +1, but I could basically always use more. And tonics. I mean, we're only gonna need Arctic today, but in general, we're gonna need what else? Shadow and we've seen Shadow and Fire is for greater. So we have that. We have the Shadow tonics, and I do technically have Thunder tonics as well and Radiation tonics, so we're good. So it's really just basics. We just need health potions. Oh, we have these awakening sight enhancers too. So health potions, especially of the superior and grands. More stamina potions always good. Oh, do I need tolerance potions? Got those. I need more low-level tolerance potions. So that's another thing. Maybe I'll make those. Because this is superior, this is masterwork. I have no grands. Yeah, I need more grands. Health, tolerance. What was the third thing I said? I swear there was a third thing. Okay, just murdered who? Giant snake man. Oh, the guy with his head on the back, the face on the snake's head, the back of the snake's head. That one was weird. I like that they give you a giant laser sword for that fight, just for that fight. What was the other thing? I don't remember, and you know what? I guess that's fine. Who cares? I was thinking I might need radiation tonics for if they're special, but we have them. Do I need more ice tonics? I still have a bunch, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Alright, it's just basics. Health, high level health, and low level tolerance, and then some stamina would be good. But we'll start with the tolerance. Sure. This is just grand tolerance, right? Or, right? Yeah, we just want grands here. Graders even, potentially. Although, grands, whatever. Grader's not worth making. Feels like. I mean, they'd be cheap, I guess. Blue and purple. It's gonna be, it'd be hard to make even, because I have to use, I don't even have the ingredients for it realistically. Because the lowest purple I have is the spiders still. Well, I have stuff that has less, but it has too much extra blue to counteract. In a sense, it having 48 blue means it's minimum 48 purple in the potion. Alright, to that end, if I want grands, it's 240, so 120. Feels like a shame to use spiders. They're so expensive. 32 and 88 works. Oh, yeah. Sure. That's 2 ingredients. Now I just need 6 ingredients for 120 in blue. I can do that. Wow. That's already too high. What's that? 30, 44? I have a 44? I do. Sure. Fair enough. Alright. Brew time 11. Man, those do have a chunky brew time, that's for sure. Even just grands. Makes sense to brew them here. We gotta reduce this to 4. Is there something I needed ready for tomorrow? Because these are all gonna be ready tomorrow. I can't. I've got that nagging feeling that I'm forgetting something, but oh well. That's already too high. I only need to reduce it by 7. I'll reduce it by 6, dang. Alright. Looks good. What? Why did I get... How did I get... Did I say 44? I meant 24. Oops. I don't think I have that. No, I do not. Do I have a 36? No. 32. There we go. 120. Perfect balance. That's only 7 ingredients. I'm an ingredient short. Oops. I don't have a 4. Do I have a 12? Yes. Alright, perfect balance, 8 ingredients, brew time 4 to get grand tolerance potions, good. And we need, what, stamina and health again? I could make more health on the low end, although the health is not going to take that long. Although it is high-end health, so actually it will still take long enough to be worth doing, at least. Red and greens. Because this I want superior, and I want grand. Right. I could start trying to make masterworks, too, I suppose. Although I haven't, they've not been necessary yet. So let's start with the superiors. That's 400. 200 apiece. Okay. I need to use something that's stronger to get up to 400. Just doing it the simple way. Another 8 short still. I think I have 24 of these, right? What did I cut? There we go. 400 grand. So that goes up to superior health potion. Perfect balance. Of course, it's even split ingredients. 8 brew time. 4 brew time. Good. Alright, health potions. Well, if I'm forgetting something, which I've like maybe 70% sure that I am, because I've got maybe not even that high. I just feel like I am. So, and that makes me think I'm forgetting something, but hopefully it's not too important. And now we want, that was the superiors, so here we need grands, which is just 120. That's already 120. No, 240. Perfect, 240. Love to see it. 8 ingredients. Brew time 4. Good. Alright, that's everything. We're good. Let's go sell. So now we can try to sell. We're gonna get 10 more Curse Master Work Curse Potions tomorrow. So we should try to sell as many of these as we can. For now. Definitely as many as we can on this shelf. And then, you know, on that shelf. How much am I losing out on this? 2052. 2587. 500 or so on the price of each of these, so maybe 600 or 700 each one that I sell. Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but I mean, when else am I going to sell them, right? I gotta sell them while I can. If we don't sell them all, it's okay. We'll sell whatever's left over in the morning or tomorrow. Let's. Although tomorrow I think is not quite. I think it's only rank 3, and I think this is a rank 4. I don't know. Can't recall. Doesn't really matter. Let's shop. Let's open shop. This is what, a bad one? Yeah, 25%. Weak. Well, we can get rid of our 1 stress. Captivate. Press the attack first. Sleight of hand, okay. Strike plus sleight of hand's not gonna get me another level. Mulligan's gonna get rid of those things. Get me anything good? Scheme would help. It's just blocking. Maybe I just straight up pass, or do I mulligan first? I think I just straight up pass if I'm not gonna end it here. Well, let's hope we can get it over the 30% or whatever, an extra tiny percent I would have gone. Oh, here's where the attack comes, right? Tension and attack. No, just more impatience. Well, we have to end here regardless, it looks like. Oh, press the attack's not great. That's not great. Well, okay. To 7, we'll go down to 4. Well, I can pass again. And craftsmanship, go down to 3. That's enough to flattery, sleight of hand, or scheme, sleight of hand, depending on what I draw. We didn't really hit through the shield at all, but we got a free 3%, and now the shield's gone. So in a sense, we did break through the shield by passing. Well, we got the flattery sleight of hand. I guess that's all we're playing. Scheme doesn't get me anything worthwhile. We don't have any stress to get rid of. Craftsmanship could be nice, but this is better. Alright. Got up to 61% in the end. Back down to 0 stress. Look at that. A nice 0% chance. 1 in infinite. Never gonna draw a stress card. It's the way we want it to be. Press the attack. Craftsmanship. Ugh. And of course, immediately we have a complain. This is a bad potion anyway. Is it worth it? Probably not. I think I just end it. This gets me a level and an extra 5%. 53, sure. This is one of the bad potions anyway. I'm already losing money by having it on the wrong shelf. Come on. The mulligan sleight of hand opener. How do I draw it so consistently? I feel like I get it every time. I'm sure it's just me remembering the bad draws. But come on. Mulligan's not worth it. Well, we draw our second sleight of hand. And a hand that I guess we just play out. Another 50%. We're only selling these low-level ones. Why do they all keep trying to go for the bad ones? Is it because they're cheaper? Yeah, they keep going for the low-level ones to start every time. There must be some mechanic I'm not understanding here. Alright, 15 patience, because, well, we started out with 13, we gained 2. I could have blocked the 3, but we're already, like, halfway through this sale period, so whatever. I'm just gonna end. Take the 3. Take the uncertain. How does his visor flip? I mean, look. It just does, okay? It's like, the lip on his head seems like it protrudes more. You know what? Well, okay, but actually, I see what you're saying. But actually, this doesn't. From what I can tell, the edge doesn't come down to here. It's not like the edge is up here, of it, right? I mean, it is still kind of looks like it could be hitting it, but this is just like the corner. It's just like a corner bit for where it angles forward. Scheme. Hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. What do we got? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're just play it all out. We start with assault. Double guided thought. Clears our stress, which is nice. Good cop, bad cop hit for 25. Sleight of hand hit for slightly less. Still enough to get us a level. Why are they just gonna buy these? It still only gets us to 54. Jeez. Just woke up. I see, I see. Well, I hope you have a good morning and good day. Hey, Luna, buy something expensive. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Right. Heating Captivate's fine. Press the attack is fine. Captivate is good for Luna because she's busy. So the patience is much more valuable. Yeah, I mean, I think we play this out, reduces our last bit of stress, and gets us 5. We go down to 6. How about you? I'm doing good. Playing a little bit faster and looser than usual so far, so hopefully we can get through some more days than we do in the others do normally. Flattery, press the attack, mulligan, salt. I gotta end it here regardless. The question is, do I flatter? Okay, I think I flattery and I mulligan speedrun. Well, I wouldn't say that. I don't know about that one. I don't think the salt or pepper is worth it because it gets nothing for flattery, and even if I draw what I'm hoping, it still doesn't get me anywhere. Also because I can't salt or pepper and mulligan. So flattery, press the attack. Do I want to draw 2 or 1? At this point, I can't mulligan no matter what I draw. Craftsmanship is basically as good as it gets on what I'm going to play. The only problem is I'm only getting 1 draw versus 2. Yeah. We're already at 70. I mean, we start at like 55 on these ones. The bonus we get is very minimal these days off of the bargaining. It's mostly off the power of the shelves, which is fine, I guess. I ain't gonna complain. Yeah, I guess we craftsmanship and just see what we top deck. Top deck. Alright, well, nothing. Close it. 73. Press. 6 stress. How many more sales am I going to make today? Wait, are they only buying these now because the other ones are sold out? This is my second one of these that I'm selling. A good cop, bad cop, here's the question. And if so, do I also guided thought? I definitely want to hit the sleight of hand if I can. I'm going to take 6 stress though here. And there's not really any getting around it unless I just end it here, which I don't think is the right move. I think I just take the stress. 6 is 1 in 16, 1 in 17. If I don't guided thought, I go down to 6, go down to 5. 5 lets me scheme and flattery sleight of hand potentially. Price reduction. Take 6 stress. 1 in 17. Didn't hit it. That's good. We got the sleight of hand though. Also got a mulligan, which becomes a little sketchier. I do have 2 schemes still in hand. 152,000 gold. Why so much? Just because, I mean, I'm running out of things to spend the gold on. I buy the ingredients I need every day, and that's about it. There's not much. I've already got all the shop upgrades. I've got pretty much all the cauldrons I need. Only can do like 1 expedition a day. I've basically I've over optimized, and I'm like well beyond the point that I need to be loaded. I've kind of am though. I almost can pay off the debt on my own at this point. Well, not quite. I don't think that's quite enough for that. Give me half, yeah. What's the exchange rate though, right? How much is this gold actually worth? Or will these coins? I don't know if they're gold coins. If they're gold coins, probably pretty valuable. Is it worth passing? Okay, we definitely craftsmanship for the free 3%. If I pass, I go down to 3, which leaves me with enough time to do what? Not much? Okay, so we just sleight of hand. Because we get the level regardless, even with the stubborn. Oh no, that's a cheaper one. Flattery, mulligan, guided thought. Guided thought's helpful here. The other two, not so much. Go down to 6, it's fine. Down to 1 in 20. Stress card. I just realized I'm blocking the stress number. I mean, I keep saying it, so I guess it's not a big deal, but there we go. Should be visible now behind my shoulder. Unless I sit like this. There. Now you can't know how stressed I am. Okay, let's see. Start with the scheme, I guess. I don't know. I don't have that much time. I could play all 3 of these. It depends on what I hit on the press the attack, I guess. I do want a finisher. Oh, boy. If I scheme, I can craftsmanship plus a 1 card for whatever I get. Well, that means I could also mulligan. So I need to hit a finisher here. Good, we hit sleight of hand. So now the question is, what do I do next? Craftsmanship, press the attack, mulligan, or sleight of hand, I guess. Because I could draw something. Okay, I probably press the attack first. What's the alternative? Nothing. True captivate. I mean, this doesn't really change it. This is still the only play I have. Oh, we're still selling for today. Oh, there's the 1 in 20 stress card right off the top. Gonna put us back up to 6%. Put us back up to 1 in 17. And there's nothing we can do about it. We have so much time, but not much of anything else. So we just take the 1 stress, go down to 13 patience. We're using Roxanne's enchantments against her. Look at how nice these potions look thanks to her. That's all of our card draw. I mean, this is a good hand to get because we have so much time and we have a mulligan to clear it all out when we are done. We got both mulligans. Okay. Press the attack. There's the salt. Do I want to play it though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus a guided thought? Where's the big blue lizard? You mean the blue deer shark? Haha! She's gonna kill me for saying that. Eight patience. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Mulligan. So I use these 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which leaves me 2. I'll be mulliganing 3 cards. I probably hit sleight of hand. What's the alternative? Good cop, bad cop. I guess I don't need to play both craftsmanships. You heard me laugh? Did none of you hear the joke I made? Okay, that's fine. It means Yoko's not gonna get mad. You just heard me laughing? What joke did you make? Well, I mean, you didn't hear it. Look, this is not my fault. I will watch the VOD. Okay, good luck. Only I heard it 54 minutes in. Yeah, I mean, you can actually go check it now, actually, technically. I think the VOD updates live on Twitch, which is kind of nifty. I guess I just played out that way. Do I want the confident though? The confident gets me an extra 3, 3, 3. It's not worth it actually. I think I just strike instead? Or do I mulligan to see what I draw and then play it off that with the extra cards? Yeah, that seems better. Because I get an extra card out of it then. We play both craftsmanships though. Oh, I'm watching it later. I didn't think it did. Yeah, well, I mean, I think you have to have VODs turned on to automatically be added, and if you do, they're just there. I think. I've definitely watched VODs of people who are still streaming live to check stuff. Draw 4. Wow, we really didn't hit it. Is it not gonna be here either? I can play everything out though, right? Regardless of what happens here. So I salt just for the extra bit. Press. There's no way! No, come on! It's the bottom 2 cards of my deck. I mean, it was okay. At the point I was at just now, it was a 1 in 3, right? Or sorry. Yeah, it was 1 in 3 to not hit it, right? Obviously, there's 3 cards, I'm drawing 1. But for it to be the bottom 2 from where I was at before is lower chance. But of course, there's conditional probability here at play, which is to say, I knew it was going to be 1 in 3 at the point I was at when I was drawing just now. That's still so sad. Come on. It's like the opposite of the heart of the cards. It's the what? I don't even know. But I believed in everything. How would he give it to me? All right, well, I mean, I guess that's that. We're just closing it. That's such a tragedy. I mean, it was only 5% we lost it, I guess. Or, yeah, 5%. So I guess it doesn't actually matter, but come on, give me a break. Double mulligan is not great. I think I just play out my damage cards here. Go down to 7, let him shield. Yeah, I like that you guys just only noticed that I was laughing. You weren't really paying attention to what I was saying, but only noticed the laugh. I have been told I have a very noticeable laugh. So, this is not news to me. I remember I was in college and I had friends who lived, I lived in like a suite, right? So it was like a dorm suite where I had a bunch of, sort of roommates or whatever. That's all well and good. But a couple of my friends also lived next door in a separate room that was more like a regular dorm room, but next to our suite, but it shared a wall, but it was not, or it was like right nearby, but it was not attached. And they said that they could hear me laughing when I was in the suite. At times. it was funny. I mean, on one hand, it's one of those things where it's like almost kind of like I could see feeling embarrassed by that because it makes it sound like it's like like intrusive or something. But they did, admittedly, they made it clear that they didn't think it was a bad thing, that they were just saying they could hear me, and they, to some degree, they were saying they kind of liked it because it let them know that people were hanging out in the suite. Because that, if they could hear me, that meant I was out in the suite hanging out with people, and that let them know, and they're like, oh, I guess we should go over and hang out, or like people are hanging out. So it's just kind of a funny, I don't know. I took a positive thing out of it. I guess we'll leave it. We'll just put it that way. I was not bothered by it. Okay. I guess I'm just drawing here. I'm trying to count my energy. I have to end this turn. Yeah, well, I don't care what you think, Lightning-y. You can get out of here. I'll come to your house and laugh outside your door. That's right, I know where you live. Sorry, I have friends over, so stream is mostly low volume. Oh no, you missed a conversation. I think I may have talked about it before. You're just gonna have to watch the VOD, I guess. Look at you. You're going to be a VOD watcher. Do you the street? Oh, I was talking to Lightning E. I do know where Lightning E lives. That's true. I do not know where anybody else lives. Yeah, so Lightning E said, I'm threatening to assault him with my lap, yeah. If I scheme, it puts me to 5. I guess that's fine, though. What else am I going to do? Okay, true the flattery sleight of hand. That's what we want. Do it. Okay, I would, except I'm in Japan, but next time I'm home, I'm gonna get him. Coward. Yeah, coward who doesn't want to go fly to take a weekend trip. Actually, not. I mean, that's at least more reasonable. But right now, I wouldn't even get there for, you know, half a day at best. Okay, so we have 5 energy. I already have everything I need. Flattery, sleight of hand, that leaves me with 2 more. So I just strike here, or I salt? No, I strike. Chum. Yeah, I mean, I laugh a lot. I laugh all the time. Chum-mobile. Oh, please, no. I hate it. Thanks. I don't actually care. It just sounds so. It sounds like a. Sounds like I'm a fish or something. All right. Well. Okay. 5% is annoying, but we can rest it off still. That leaves us at 9. We'll take it. Puts us at 1 in 11 cards, being a stress card for this rest of this fight. Which, whatever. I think this is probably the last one. I don't know how many more we're gonna have after that. Another Captivate. And a Guided Thought. So we Guided Thought first, then we press the attacks, because then we're down to 1 in 12.5. Mulligan. Does nothing. Am I waiting this out? I go down to 9. I still have both schemes and a mulligan. So dig for Flattery, Sleight of Hand. Yeah, we just end. We're going to be at 1 at 12. 1 out of 12.5 cards is going to be a stress card, but that's fine. We got 12 cards. We're going to draw like 1 stress card over the course of drawing the rest of our deck. We got double scheme and flattery. That's good. Do I Guided Thought first? Yes, because I still have enough to flattery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're good. So let's Guided Thought first. Go down to 7 stress. Scheme. Scheme. There's the sleight of hand. Yeah, we could draw our whole deck, so we're fine. We had it one way or another. Now the question is, what do I spend the 1 on? I just spend the 1 on the press the attack. That's all I can do, because then I have to Flattery, Sleight of Hand. Well, there's our 1 stress card. 111%. That's what we like to see. That's all. And that was my last fight, as expected. How much money we make total for the day? 47,000. Lovely. That's not. That's even taking out the money that we spent at the beginning of the day. So actually, in total, which makes sense because I think I made how much from after shopping. I made what 100. I already made like what 60,000 or something. What are you doing up so early? Market research. Vague, but uncharacteristically brief. That works for me. Stick around, Sylvia. You might learn something. Ah, here we go. Oh boy, what's with the head tilt? Fair tidings. Yikes. Anubia, are you feeling all right? Your potion has arrived within the promised time frame. What? What is happening right now? Thank you for your business. Wait a minute, Oswald, did you order a potion from the competition? Like I said, market research. I wanted to learn a few things, such as how speedy Anubia's service is. Pay the drone now, won't you? It's a drone. Okay. I was like, why is her personality missing? And also, is this her theme? It didn't sound like her theme. Goggle toggle. Here we go. There you go. There's the goggles. This did not sound like an appropriate theme, and it explains it because it's just like a robo clone to deliver the potion, and that's why it's so creepy and weird. Not that Anubia is not creepy and weird, but she's not this kind of creepy and weird. I will not. And I wonder what happens if we don't pay. Thank you for your business. You have an unpaid balance. We may have found Anubia's weakness if her entire workforce is this mindless. You have an unpaid... Shush, drone. We were just talking about how foolish your mistress is. You might be onto something, Oswald. If nothing else, this dummy is perfect for practicing my festival trash talk. Oh, I'm Anubia, and I think I'm so great. But I'm really a big brat when I lose the festival, and when I lose the festival, I'm gonna cry like a stupid baby. You toad. There, that sounds like Anubia's theme. Can she like switch, can she mind swap to them? You toad, how dare you speak to me thus? Wait a minute, Anubia? I thought this thing was a mindless drone. Less a drone than a husk. One I can inhabit at will. Yeah, she can mind swap to them. That's actually kind of cool. It's a useful talent. My eyes and ears are everywhere. But that means you're spying on people? People let these things into their homes. They have no idea you can listen in whenever you like. As if anyone here were at all interesting. But you're a fool if you think trading potions for coins is the path to success. The only true valuable commodity in this world is data. Oh, she's like big tech, stealing all your data. Selling potions is a means to an end. It gets me into their homes, into their heads, and once I've learned all there is to learn about the people of Rafta, they will be my subjects in every way that matters. You're a total megalomaniac, and if you think I'll stay quiet about this, tell whoever you like, see what good it does. Yeah, they don't care. My prediction, people will give up a little privacy for a little convenience. This is a true fact. And I'm offering a great deal of convenience. Oh, back to drone. Oh, jeez. Thank you for your business. May your purchase bring you contentment. Don't forget to rate your experience. All right, rate my experience, all right. Unsettling. Would not recommend. I mean, did you hear all that? She's a total creep. A monster. And she's wrong about people. Isn't she? I hope so, Sylvia. I suppose we'll learn soon enough. Well, it's not going to matter because my potions are going to blow her out of the water. She's not going to be able to handle it at all. Anubia's Curse of Pestilence. Oh, no! Oh, wait, we don't want to go. Oh, wait, we went to the Arctic yesterday. We don't need to go there today anyway. Arctic is currently locked out. Crater is currently locked out. Wait a second. Against a pair of biomes, making these areas completely inaccessible. These are both high-level biomes. So I can only go to Dragon Crater for high-level ingredients. I mean, that's fine. We'll just go there. But dang, come on. All right. Good sound is better. We need a giggle toggle. I mean, what does that even mean? Also, I feel like I giggle plenty. That's just a normal sound that I make. What? What does that even mean? I don't understand. Oh, blue. Okay, here's your blue. All right, good sound is better. Shadow tonic's up. Curse. Well, Crater has stronger monsters and better loot, but I cannot go, so that's that. Cures are better. Wait, is this stacking? Oh my goodness, my curse cures are gonna sell for 1 million. Is that gonna work the way I hope it does? I hope it. I think it should. Yeah, you can, no links in chat. I mean, obviously, clip links are probably fine. But for the record, I'm pretty sure you can just go to the clips channel. If someone clips something, I think it just shows up on my clips channel. Unless maybe I need to approve them. I don't think so. I think I have them set to just automatically allow clips. But it should just be below. If someone made a clip, you should be able to just find it below. I have links turned off because I don't want to bother because, you know, bots and stuff. It's not like people are posting links that really matter mostly. Ugh, gross. Okay, let's go. Let's go into the next segment we go. Or next day. Why does this tick look so weird? I don't know. It looked different in my brain somehow. Alright, let's get some more of the 88s, I guess. Ugh, we're always so short on purple ingredients. This takes too much time to make. Regardless. But I guess it's fine. I guess we just throw some more of these in. We definitely need more of them. To some degree. This takes too much time regardless, so we can't make those now either. Make more of these. I don't know how many more of these we need, though. Oh, what the? What's the... It's just trait differences? It's just trait differences. Oh no, it's 2266 versus 6622. I kind of need both, but... Now we're into the stuff that's maybe not worth. Alright, 88s. This is another good 88 I should make. Alright, blues. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. We actually have lots of blue ingredients. We're kind of stacked. I can make more dragon dung, I guess. Sure. Alright, let's get to feeding. This is already 5. Here. Beautiful. Great. Overkill slightly. Doesn't matter. Blue. You have a Xeno Noir, I guess. That's going to be overkill. Not here. Wouldn't it be good for you to be a little bigger on the screen? I don't want to cover everything on... I mean, I'd be covering stuff, so... I mean, I think you're maybe not wrong in some sense, but on the other hand, I mean, I have this game full screen, so I'd have to cover stuff, and it's kind of a pain. Right? Like, I don't want to block stuff. But also, hello. The thing is, the problem is I do kind of change the size periodically, not intentionally, just because when I mess with other stuff, I have to adjust the size of the model, and then so sometimes it shifts around slightly, but in general, this is the size I go with because it's visible and clear, but it doesn't block too much of the screen, and in particular, because it's not just for this game, I need to be at a size where I can easily not block stuff in the games I rotate through. I mean, I can have different scenes, which is reasonable, but I mean, why? I don't really see the need to be huge or anything, right? It's not like it makes a difference. As long as you can see what I'm doing, that's all that really matters. Alright, what was I doing? Feeding blue. I mean, I guess just throw a cricket at it or something. Doesn't really matter. What does this need? Another 90, so 45. Alright, whatever. 45. Ugh. Alright. Okay, that's all of those sorted. I block so many things with mine. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily wrong, because as long as the important information is conveyed, it's probably fine. But as a viewer, I like being able to see, you know, most of the game, and as long as I can see the person, the streamer slash VTuber, and like see what they're doing and their emotions and like kind of, that's enough. As long as they're big enough to like trigger me recognizing there's a person, it's like that's as much as I really need. So a lot of the elements of my stream draw on how I prefer things as an experience. It's also the reason I don't really have notifications on that show up on stream, because as a viewer I actually tend to find them annoying. So I ended up turning them off, because it's just like, even though I know a lot of people like to see them when they like follow or subscribe or whatever, they like to see the notification on screen and whatever, but for me I just find it kind of I find it intrusive when I'm watching a stream, a VOD or a live stream, and so I don't like actually seeing them. So when I stream, I just have them turned off. Same with like a chat window and stuff like that. But then because of that, I just have the game full screen, and then see, that's where it comes down to. I think part of the way people have their camera or their model larger is that they have an overlay and like and whatever surrounding the game, and that's fine. And then you block way less, but still are able to take up space. So because of that, that makes a lot of sense. But since I don't do that, it means that wherever I am, I'm gonna block something. So I just always have to keep it a certain size. Such an interesting point of view. You make it sound like it's a wrong point of view, but I get it. All right, sure, fair enough. Sorry for the question. Right, never confuse the buttons. What? Oh, I see. Okay. What was I doing? I got so distracted. Gardening. Well, I'd finished the gardening, but I wanted to check. All right, we're good. I clicked out of it before checking. Okay, potions time. We have a bunch of potions to pick up, I think, or at least... No, that's the wrong button. Yeah, a lot of potions to pick up, including our overkill potions. No, usually people put so many things on stream, making it simple is such a refreshing move. Yeah, it's one of the, like, I definitely understand the appeal of having a lot of things on the screen, because it's very flashy and eye-catching. And to be honest, I think, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think my inclination to not do that is potentially a weakness that prevents me from gaining a larger audience, because I think people like seeing that stuff in general. And to be honest, I don't mind seeing stuff on screen. It's just that, like, I'm fine with just having the focus be on the game. And so, yeah. At the end of the day, I like streaming the way I like to stream, and it's fine, but I will admit, I think if I had more pizzazz, it might draw in more people. But that's how it goes sometimes, and that's okay. Look at these masterwork overkill 5-star sign. I got the perfect brew. That got me to, wouldn't that have been over 5 stars? I don't even remember. Guess it just maxes out at masterwork 5 stars because there's no level above it. Yeah, I like your style and your model too. Thanks. I'm really proud of it. The model is made entirely well, the artwork is done by my brother, and then the rigging and everything is done by me. So, I'm extra proud of it in that regard, because it was a lot of work, but I'm really happy with how everything came out. And as far as my style goes, thank you. I appreciate that too. I do my best to have a pleasant stream experience. Yeah, I read that on Twitter. Ah, gotcha. Oh yeah, you saw my tweet. Yeah, I mentioned that on Twitter today. Yeah. I was rereading that tweet. I was like, in retrospect, I looked at that tweet and I went, it kind of sounds like I'm like complaining, and I maybe phrased it weirdly, but whatever, it worked out okay. It was more just me trying to like hype myself up and say, you should check out the work I've done. In the end, I guess it's fine. But I was like looking at it, I was like, maybe I should have thought about how I was phrasing that differently, because it made it sound like I was like No one's paying attention to me. Which I guess is true, but at this point I'm pretty used to it, so whatever. Alright, so now we're in day 38. We need to make our overkill potion. We actually have most of them set, right? We have our insight potion. It's on the pedestal. We have this one. I came because your username is Chameleon and mine is Timery, so fellow herbs. True. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. My name here, the name that I go by here is just Chamomile. So even more, I mean, if you go just by time, then... That being said, I mean, you can call me whatever you want, more or less. I'm crying. We saw a 1-inch spider crawl around on my wall. Uh-oh, Ryoko, good luck. Wait, 1 inch? Yeah, that's pretty big. I'm pretty sure you've sent me pictures of bigger spiders than 1 inch, but 1 inch is still pretty hefty. That's a chunky spider. Spider. Told my friends it was Fred. He hangs out with us, then Fred fell off the wall. Uh-oh. Fred, no! Fred, you clumsy sob. Yeah. Alright. Let's make ourselves... Let me just check to make sure that that's correct. I'm pretty sure we have... Alright, I need to get on these potions. Fred must have got into the alcohol. I'm pretty sure alcohol would, like, kill a spider. Beyond, like, a certain... Even just, like, a tiny amount. Like... At that scale, I'm pretty sure alcohol is pretty bad for most things. I mean, you can see... Obviously... We're not talking microorganism scale, because microorganism scale, alcohol just kills them straight up by dehydration. But even on a small scale, I'm pretty sure alcohol is not good for things. I mean, even on our scale, alcohol is not great, but at least we can be okay with it. These are 3-star. Masterwork. Yeah, the Masterwork Tolerance potions are what I need to make more of. Okay, let's make our Overkill Masterwork Tolerance potion. In this ice cauldron, our best cauldron, our 5-star cauldron. Tolerance, gonna make 5-star tolerance, 5-tolerance, blue purple. Well, we have the ingredients for that, I think, more or less. It's kind of expensive, unfortunately, but that's okay. Is 88 the highest I have? Okay, well, I thought I had higher, but we'll have to make it work. How much is this? 66.22. So for every 2 of these, we need 1 of those. Well. Oh, that caps me. I only have 12 spaces. Okay, I can throw a 64 and a 64 in. And where's that going to get me? I guess a 64 is the best I got, so that's what we'll do. Oh wait, I have 3 ingredients left. Wait, this... I can do this. Oh, that is too high. Okay. So, 2 of these then. It's also too high. If I cut these. $9.12. It's not high enough. I'm gonna use up all these Body Snatcher Sloughed skins, but what else are we gonna use them on, right? Okay, 3 ingredients. What's the... How high can I get? Comfortably. Okay, do I have anything even split? Not really, but I can go... Here. I have 48s. 48's not enough though, right? Wait, isn't... Even this is not enough, right? Oh, this is too high. But 64 of each is not high enough. How much more space do I have off of 64 of each? Another 30... It's 2 each. Or no, 50, 55. So another 22 and a half each. That's only 20 each. I don't think I have anything that has both in that proportion, though, unfortunately. Okay, so I gotta cut an ingredient. This is kind of annoying. How can I do this? If I put this, then do I have a 32 purple? I think I do. Yeah. So now that's there. Oh, that puts it at even, though. So let's actually... No, wait. Do I have a 32 of blue? I must, right? Yeah. Okay, good. This is 64. Gonna lurk a little. It was a pleasure to find you. All right. Yeah, have fun lurking. I'm all about lurkers. As someone who lurks, I say this every time someone mentions lurking. I silently lurk in streams. That is my primary mode of consuming streams, is silently lurking in them, because I don't really like participating in chats. So I will never, I have no intention of ever condemning someone for lurking. Have at it. I will never, you know, this goes out to all the lurkers in chat right now too. Don't ever feel like you can't lurk here. I'm all about it. Also, hey, thanks for following. Okay, let's see. How am I gonna do these numbers here? That was the wrong one anyway. 476, 4076. I'm still short. Ugh. If I can get another, what, 10 of each in the ingredients I've got, that's rough. Okay, here's a possibility. How much more does this get? Another, not quite 20, right? 18? That could work. It's an extra 9 or extra 18. Except I don't have. Oh, I might. Okay, wait. This might work. Let's cut all these random nonsense ingredients. Wait. Not all of it. Okay. Let's throw another one of these in. And now let's work our way up. Let's throw that in. What am I over by? I think I need another 44. Yeah, 44 blue. Do I have a 44 blue? I do. Oh, it's too high. Obviously, that makes sense. Okay, so this is going to be too much. So let's throw not a 44. Do I have a 22 blue? Actually, I need to see what the purple I have is. 88. Do I have a 4? I do have a 44. That's too low, though. Yikes, these numbers are not going to work out nicely. Ooh, I could do 20. 20 is what I want. Lovely. There it is. There's my... Oh no, last time I got the perfect, which got me to 5-star, I think. This time a perfect would get me into the next tier. That's what we wanted to see, except I have to get perfect here, which is unlikely, but hey, you never know. It's like a 50% chance or something, right? Actually, I don't know what the percentage is. I was thinking 50, but I actually think it's random. I think it might be lower. In any case, this is it. Perfect balance, 12 ingredients. Brew time, 21. That's a hefty brew time. We just need this done by tomorrow. It doesn't need to be done by it doesn't even need to be done in 8. It can be 10 or 12. How much can I even feasibly cut this? Maximum I could cut it to 3, which that's way overkill. Go to 9. I mean, 8 is fine, I guess. Have it ready in the morning. And then this brew is just for fun. I guess I don't need to cut it that far. But what is my aim here? I mean, I need to cut more than that. I guess it's fine. I mean, look. What else am I going to do with these polylogs, right? Perfect balance, 12 ingredients. Brew time, 8. Masterwork. Lovely. All right, brew time 8. We'll be ready tomorrow. We can pick it up, have it ready to go. All right, these are still brewing for 2 more time units. This is just random adventuring potions. What am I going to need more of? This can be just whatever. It can be short brew stuff too. Eventually gonna need more what? Health basics as always. Where am I inventorying today? Just the Dragon's Oasis. That's literally the only place I can go. So I need more fire. I'm gonna have to refresh on fire. Fire and what else is there? Poison? I can't remember. What are the things there? Fire, poison cures, and silence cures? No. I can't for the life of me remember, but I also don't think... I can also just make them when I get back, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just make the fire tonics, though. We're definitely going to need those. We only have 5 of those. We're going to use 3 right now. So make a batch of those superior fire tonics. That's easy. Red, yellow. I mean, this already basic. Superior is what, 400, so 200 apiece. Four. There's 200 there. I need 200 yellow. And yellow. 66 in 4. Okay, that's easy. Let's just throw some low stuff in here. Or some stuff I have a lot of, at least. Need another 12. That's already too much. Boom. Perfect balance. 400. Or perfect balance. Grand up to superior. 8 out of 8. Brew time 8. Let's cut that to 2. Easy peasy. My favorite, Ryoko, is when you send the same typo twice in a row. Apparently Twitch let you do that one because you added a smiley face to the second one. And I'm here for it. Okay, this brew looks good. What else we need? Got the tolerance potions. I mean, we can always use more stamina. We can always use more tolerance because we're basically using a tolerance every time and a stamina when we can. Health potions more would be good. Maybe I just make more tolerance and stamina though here. Another set of each of those. I could make another set of superior tolerance too. Or I could just make more grands because grands are usable for everyone and they're cheaper. What's funny to me is my phone does a lot of dumb autocorrects, and there's a reason for that because I feel like I have a lot of times where I talk about my phone making dumb autocorrects, and it's because it's not actually because I make typos that often, which it's because I use glide typing, so where you just swipe right instead of actually tapping the letters. But because of that, like, sometimes when you're doing certain words, because you glide over one letter to get to the next one that you actually want, and it thinks you're typing something different. So like my phone cannot handle the word dinner. Every time I try to write dinner, it turns it into like diver or fiber or something, or like whatever. I'm like, this is not the right word. What's the difference between error and mistake? They're synonyms more or less. There are there's lots of, they have some different usage in certain cases. I mean, error has mathematical meaning pertaining to like statistics or results for like scientific results, and mistake just means like something that goes. So in that sense, there are other different use cases for them, but in most standard conversation, they're pretty much synonyms. They both kind of mean something that's not accurate or not correct. Mistake tends to imply that you've done something and caused a problem by doing, or like done something and it just has caused a problem in some way, whether to you or to someone else. Versus error just sort of tends to just mean more along the lines of something being incorrect. So am I an error or a mistake? Lightning, you are definitely a mistake. See, but I mean, that's actually it. Look, I'm joking. This is a joke, but it's actually kind of a good example because you wouldn't call someone an error typically, right? Because a mistake implies something happened to cause a problem versus an error just means something being incorrect. And a person is not something that can be an error necessarily, unless you're like talking about in the concept in which we're in a simulation or something, right? But like an error is when there is something inaccurate versus a mistake being something having gone wrong. And that is sort of the difference, I think, to my understanding. And that sort of plays into why error has mathematical meaning, because in the mathematical or scientific context, error is referring to the potential inaccuracy in data or in a result, based on the fact that you can't know for sure, right? If you're just based on the statistics or what you're working on, you can be pretty sure that the answer is within this range, but you might be within some error of the reality, right? I already regret asking. Well, hey, I mean, look, this is the standard practice for my stream. There is no getting away from this kind of thing, so if that's the kind of thing you're gonna regret, I can't help you. I'd recommend finding a different person to ask, because I think that stuff is really interesting. Actually, I think that's a really interesting topic, or like differences between words. Hey, you asked. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think I do just make more stamina and tolerance potions. I could use more health, but we have enough for now. No one is an error, but some people are mistakes. Okay, that's a bit rough. Just happy accidents. Well, okay, sure. See, there's another word that has a similar meaning, but also is sort of differentiated, right? Like accident. Accident just means something that happened unintentionally, right? And I think to some degree, accident doesn't necessarily imply that it was right or wrong, at least not inherently, right? You can accidentally do something good, right? But you wouldn't typically say you did something good by mistake, right? Okay, let's make ourselves our tolerance potions. These need to be grands, so 240 total, 120 each. We're just gonna blast it. Purple. Wow, it's still blue-purple. Oh, these tolerance potions are a pain. 120 each. Do I really just spend the spiders? I hate spending the spiders. It's so sad to spend the spiders. Wait, I don't need to, right? I can do it with this way. What was it? This and... Where is it? 32. That'll work. Although crabs are hard to come by as well. This isn't necessarily that much better, but it's marginally better. That's too high. Let's use the flowers. And a... Okay. That's too high to begin with. What do I need? 24? Do I have 20? 20 I can do. Alright, perfect balance, 8 out of 8. Brew time, I want to get this down to 2? 4? I gotta use something stronger. I mean, I can buy more mushrooms and stuff pretty easily, so I guess that's fine. Get it down to 2, that's fine. Perfect, grand. And then we need our superior stamina potions. Let's make those. Red, purple. Once again, purple. Everything uses purple. It's always the purple. This is superior though, so we need 200. Actually, I can use these. Oh, I don't think that gets me there. I think it needs to be actually 200. 220 is a little too high. What gives me 20? Nothing. Wait, I thought I had something that was 22. No, not in this color, I guess. Alright, 2 of these spiders, it'll... Nope. 132, I hate this, I hate it. Oh, wait, that works. 10 works. That works. Okay, 200. Now I can just deal with the reds. 3 ingredients. Okay, for another 32 ingredients. Should be easy enough. 22, 8. All right, perfect. 8 ingredients. Brew time. 4 is fine. That's an acceptable brew time. I think we're kind of stocked on potions, so it should be okay for now. Brew time 4, perfect balance. Okay, I'm back into overthinking it. This is fine. Do I need to? We don't know yet. Let's go into town. Let's blast through our town adventure. Oh, I sold all the potions last night. I didn't actually think I would. Okay, who am I leveling up though is the question. I guess we're at the point where we're not gonna reach coupons for other people likely unless I like force it. Unless I really just start spamming it. But even then, oh, maybe I am. Maybe rank 8 might be the second coupon. Me, level me up. Yeah, you wish. You wish, buddy. The only other one that's left to get a coupon is Baptiste, but I don't really care about his coupon. I mean, his cards might be useful. His cards actually are pretty good, so generally it seems like. I mean, my favorite people are Saffron, of course. Mint is great. The cat's cards are good, generally. Well, we'll see who's around to level up. If Saffron can be ranked up, that's what we'll go for. But I think we did that last time, so I think we're not really close there again. I am great. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. I feel like I've just been roasting you all day, Lightning. That's like this whole stream today. Level me up too. Look, you all need to be in the game first. Just another day. I guess that's what happens when you've known someone your whole life, or close to most of your life. It's kind of crazy how long we've known each other at this point. Can't get rid of this food. This is true. Are you saying my lines? Because you're right. Also, you can because I gotta sleep now. All right. All right. Good night. Yeah. Get some sleep. You got that Monday. You got Monday tomorrow, right? It's a good old Monday tomorrow. Have fun. Goodbye, everybody. No meeting. Oh, you don't have a meeting? Oh, wow. Lucky. Lucky break. Who am I leveling? I guess we'll just go see who's able to be leveled up. It doesn't matter. It's Tuesday. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking... I don't know why. I guess my brain is mixing the days up. Wait. Is the meeting normally Monday or Tuesday? I'm confused. No, like the meeting is Tuesday this week. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. We're good. So now you just gotta get up early Tuesday morning instead. Great. Just delay the pain by a day, right? Okay, bye, good night. All right, good night. Let's go into town. Let's level everybody up. There's a good trait today. What is it? Good sound? Good sound trait. Here's your, what does she like, gems? Here's your gem. I suppose I deserve something nice. Oh, okay, I was gonna say only one sound, but then we have the triple has sound. Perfect. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, that's that. Let's check our marketing for... Tomorrow's the last day we can get marketing for this week, because the week after we don't want marketing. Because we learned last competition, the marketing does not work on competition day. It just vanishes into thin air. You just spend 1,000 coins on nothing. How lovely. I look over and chat exploded with lightning. Lightning. The double typo. You can't escape it, Yoko. It's every time. Ooh, basic 4. Basic 4 is nice. We can just sell stamina potion. Oh, stamina potions are so hard to make though. We gotta really load up on blue and purple ingredients today, I guess. That's fine though. It's the best option anyway. Here's your flower. I hope that this keeps stacking, although it's not relevant here, but in theory, if I go back to an earlier save to just try to get the achievement for ranking everyone up, I need to be able to just spam ranks here. Alright, we don't need any of this. I mean, I could be trying to fish for rare drops, but it's not worth it. Grab bag time! Meow meow grab bag! Meow meow grab bag! Give me that good meow meow grab bag. Here's your fish. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Alright. I mean, it's okay. I think we're getting stuff now that we're kind of outclassing because we're doing late game areas, and this is like the tier below. I think that's probably how these grab bags basically always work. But it's fine. Oh, geez. I don't remember how much stamina potion I gave her. But we got... Ooh, that's new. Winged gelatin, right? That's new. 10, 20, 30... 39? I don't remember what we gave her. I think we gave her I think we got her to 45, so she didn't cap out. 40 is around how much stuff we're getting. That was also because we were getting extra drops, so it should be lower now. I don't know by how much. But around 30 is probably fine now on stamina for these end game areas. Mint can be ranked up, so we gotta keep that in mind before we send her out. Let me check Saffron if she can be ranked up. I don't think she can, because if not, we'll rank Mint up. Slime. I mean, we know where we're sending everyone, so that's convenient. We don't actually have to think about it. At least, barring a problematic circumstance that prevents us from doing so. Okay, it cannot be ranked up. Plant? Would you like a plant? May I offer you a plant? Alright, still no rank up. That's fine. Oh, let's buy our wood. Buy some of these. And some of these. We'll just buy a handful more mushrooms and cactuses, so that we have them at the ready. Man, I'm up to 107,000 gold. I'm gonna pay. How much am I even getting for this round of the competition? 300,000. I'm almost gonna have. By the time of the competition, I'm gonna have enough that I could have just paid off this portion of the debt without doing the competition. Here's your waifu. Yeah, you know it. It is kind of funny to me that like we're dating her now, and her voice lines do reflect that, because she says when we gave her the gift, she said something about filling her heart to bursting. But, like, other than that, nothing changes mechanically, which is fine. That makes sense. But, like, it's not like we hang out. Well, you know what? We'll just explain it as... No, but the thing is, we do see all of Sylvia's time. We're there for everything Sylvia does, and we don't really see Saffron that often, except this once-a-day visit out here. Maybe we'll explain it as they do some hanging out here, although that's not true either, because we could have been hanging out this way. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to be so overkill on money. I basically could pay off my debt without the competition. But except now, you know what? That's why at this point we've learned that Oswald needs us to do the competition for the ingredient, though. So there's another reason that we have to do it now, not just the money, because we've realized we could be making money without the competition at this point. Alright. I mean, they're not going to have anything I need, so let's just go do the embarkation first. Oh, wait, not mint, though, because we're going to send... Well, it doesn't actually matter. They'll all be back at the same time. But technically, we'll send these two out first. Lots of stuff. That's good. 10, 20, 30, 9 also. I think I gave her 40, so again, that seems about right. And now it should be slightly less wherever we go. What is she like? We learned last time what she likes, and I can't remember now. Was it bugs? It was bugs, right? It was bugs. Bug, yeah. Bug. She likes bugs. I could rank up Zid too. I like Zid too. Oh, look at that. Thanks. Thanks, Anubia. To Dragon Oasis it is. Poison and Petrify, those are the two. Okay, good to know. We have them, so it's fine. And it's only Grands, right? Good. We can use the Grand. For Poison, we have Grands as well. Do we have another stack of Grands anywhere? No. Alright, we're going to need more of those. Superior Fire Tonic. Okay, I'm gonna need one of these, because we're gonna need to stack some more stuff here. In particular, I need one of these. And then we need how much health? 30, 40, 52. Just short. I could burn through these also while we're here. What else am I gonna use them, right? This blocks 12 points, now it's down to 30. I kind of like that. That's actually not bad. Because between these two, it goes down to only needing 30 HP. How much health? Mint might be able to do that without any health potions then. Alright, let's get a stamina potion. Up to... I think 30 should be okay now, as long as they're not dropping extra loot. Now that being said, I could also throw in a sight enhancer. An extra 35% means I would have to get to 40, so I can afford that. And I do need another health potion. There we go. Alright, 40 should be okay. I mean, we might miss out on a couple drops potentially, but I think that's about it. Call it good. Alright, send Corsac out next. So dramatic. 10, 22, 27, 37. Okay. I don't remember what he was at. Ooh, wow, he gained a lot of XP from that. What is he like? I can't remember. Mushrooms? He likes mushrooms. Okay, I didn't think I knew that, but we do now, so that's good to know. I have not used ChatGPT. I'm not really that interested in it. I mean, there are some things about AI that are interesting, including things like chatbots are kind of interesting from an academic, from my science-minded brain does find that kind of stuff interesting with the machine learning and everything. But I just don't really have that much interest in the specific applications like this. My interest in AI is sort of more on the level of like thinking about it from a research perspective. The idea of using it for these kinds of things and for like specific practical applications is not as interesting to me to some degree. I think I'm also a little bit annoyed about how it's being used in trying to replace you know, certain arts and things like that, which I think is kind of questionable at best. Okay, I'm pretty sure Mint has over 30 HP now, so I'm gonna hold this for her, and we'll see what we can get from here. Definitely need stamina potions here. Definitely need 2, to be honest. I don't even know if I can afford a sight enhancer here along with that. Oh, oops, I accidentally took the goggles off. You're going to have to pay if you want these goggles off. I took them off because I was just moving my hand, I think. And I accidentally hit the thing. Yeah, the gestures are great and very convenient, but also a little bit fiddly at times because, you know, if I move my hands into frame and I do certain things, I tried to set them in a way where they won't accidentally trigger much, and they don't, but that doesn't mean it's impossible to trigger them. Do I need the tolerance? We need one of these for sure. We need poison and petrification. And then we need health. But that might be enough, so I might not need a tolerance potion, because this gets us down to needing to what, 50 whatever? 52? So just a grand should do it. Where's my lowest stack of grands? Is it this one? Yeah. There we go. That should be good. Oh, I know what I did. I realized I'm also not blue on accident. Here's the blue back. I accidentally cleared. That was the command I accidentally did, I guess. Dragon Oasis, my motherland. It's true, but you're like a water dragon or something, right? This is definitely. I mean, I guess it could still be. You might be in the Oasis part. Because this has all got fire resistance and everything. Okay. All right, let's rank up, and then we'll send her out on an adventure. Hanging out with Mint, our best friend Mint. It's time to do our civic duty, Sylvia. It's a good thing you're wearing gloves. Armed with rags and a bucket of liquid that sizzles and roils, Mint leads Sylvia into the heart of Rafta. They pause at the first shop they see. While Sylvia holds the bucket, Mint dips a rag in the liquid and uses it to wipe down the door handle. Nothing can withstand the caustic saliva of the mustachioed lizard, including nasty little microbes. Does that also include this bucket? Because I think it's starting to smoke. Whoops. We'd better hurry and hit as many spots as we can. True to her word, Mint speeds through the streets, sterilizing as many door handles as possible. When the sizzling saliva eats a hole in the bottom of the bucket, narrowly missing Sylvia's boots, they call it a day. Whoops. Whew. It feels so good to do something normal. Well, normal for me. The hunt for a legendary weapon has been eventful, but exhausting. What's the latest? I've been keeping an ear out for rumors, and I finally heard a promising one about a masterwork sword hidden in the heart of the forest.
I tried to get a party together, but my guildmates are super wary of that part of the forest on account of the endless eerie fog. So I spent hours wandering alone in the mist. I'm sure I was walking in circles at one point, but I didn't give up. I have the blisters to prove it.
Did you ever find the sword?
Yeah, but it was totally rusted. I guess if you're ever looking to stash a blade away for a generation or two, you shouldn't leave it in a damp, mist-shrouded forest. At least I got my steps for the day.
Oh yeah, get those 10,000 steps a day, right? I thought your glutes looked nice. I can still flirt, even though I have a girlfriend.
That's looking on the bright side, as usual. Hey, I'm not gonna mope. I've got plenty of other leads to follow. But to be honest, I hope I get my hands on something soon. I'm starting to have visions of myself as a washed-up wannabe. If I'm not careful, I could end up like the very first hero I ever met. Your first encounter with a hero didn't go well, I take it? Huh, not for him. It was less than a year ago. I'd started working shifts in the family warehouse. My dad's run a regional distribution hub. Imports, exports, mostly catnip.
Wow, catnip is a big business, isn't it?
Oh yeah, cat pirates buy it in bulk.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Why would catnip be particularly big? I forgot we straight up have cat people in the form of pirates.
According to the stories, they used to sail up and down the coast, setting fires and causing mayhem. Regular, dependable access to catnip keeps everyone happy and at peace, which is why it was cause for concern when a man came to our door and claimed our catnip storage facility had been infested by slimes. He pointed out the telltale trails of goo all along the perimeter of the building. My dads were pretty panicked about it. But this guy, he was a licensed hero, he said, a freelance troubleshooter looking for work.
He's gonna literally shoot the trouble, right? There's a game called Troubleshooting coming out that's on my radar that I've been looking forward to looking into or hoping to get more info about when it gets closer. Looks kind of fun. It's like a first-person shooter, but you're like in a computer and you're like shooting the computer shooting the computer problems to fix the computer. And it's got like a lot of like old school old school computer, like Windows XP era computer stuff going on. And I'm like, I'm here for that.
My dads were only too happy to pay him to take care of the slimes. As for me, well, you can probably imagine how excited I was. I followed him everywhere, hounding him with questions, watching him like a three-eyed ferret. That's how I discovered it was all a scam. The only slimes in our warehouse were the ones he set loose there. Oof, what a creep. You must have been so disappointed. Point of fact, I was furious, Sylvia. Really mad. I chased him off our property with a
+1 stapler. With a +1 stapler. She's got an enchanted stapler that's +1, a magic stapler. That's great. Dealing magic damage by it automatically because it's a +1. This is going by D&D 5e rules at least. Where +1 means it's enchanted, even if it has no other special magic to it.
Then, without even stopping to think about it, I vanquished the slimes he left behind. My first battle, and they were defeated handily. After that, I felt this surge of confidence and clarity. I knew I owed it to myself to give my childhood dream a shot, so I started looking for opportunities to make a move. When Rafta's guild put out the call for recruits, I knew I'd found the opportunity I was looking for. And unlike that phony hero, you've been doing an incredible job. Thanks, but let's be real, I can always do better. That's what my quest is all about, gaining the power to level up.
Okay, really gamifying it here.
Then again, they say power corrupts. What if I get my hands on a powerful weapon, and it changes me? What if I go all Dark Mint, destroyer of worlds?
I don't think that would ever happen. You've got a good heart. It could never happen, yeah.
It could never happen. You're too good to go bad. Isn't it dangerous to think that way, though?
Okay. I realized, and I saw the options, and definitely saying you're going to be there for her is probably the right option to get the big bonus, because it's saying, you know, I'm here too. And that's like a much more supportive option, which is definitely much more what Mint is about. But definitely my line of thinking is the one I said, which is, there's no way. Even without someone here, I mean, she's right? Like, you don't want to think, oh, I'm too good to become bad, right? Like, that's the way you end up becoming bad. But from the perspective of an outsider, Mint is just, She is too she has too much too much kind-heartedness in her. She's going around sanitizing door handles in her free time. Isn't it dangerous to think that way, though? Anybody can make a bad choice sometimes. But I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So you'll keep looking for a weapon? Yeah, I'm no quitter, and sometimes it's not until your back's against the wall that you see what you're really capable of. That's when you break out the Blitz. You know what I mean? Oh, we're learning Blitz. Blitz, raise interest by 14! Can only be played if you have 3 or fewer cards in your hand. See, now this is an opening hand card. This is, your opening hand always has 3 by default, so you can play Blitz. Oh man, we have so much card draw that makes this worse, but on the other hand, mulligans go well with this because you go down a card and you cycle through, and if you can't play it, you just cycle it away. That's a nice card. 14 for 1 is strong too. That's crazy strong. We have cards that cost 2 and give us 11, right? Or like the going rate generally is 1 energy for 6, right? 5 if you get a bonus, or like 6 on average. Of course, this is a big detriment, which is why it's so huge, but that's still, this is about like 2 energies worth of cards, or like 2.5 even, 2 1/3 or so. So as long as you can have your deck make it playable, it's great. But of course, that doesn't go well with finishers, for example, because finishers sit in your hand and you cannot play them. Other cards you can at least play out to get your hand down. It also doesn't go as well with expensive cards, because expensive cards sit in your hand and block up the time. But with like the cheap cards that she has, she has like muscle memory, that goes really well with it, right? Because it's free and you just play it and it's out of your hand. You know I do. Good, I'll keep you posted on my quest, and don't worry, I'm sure I'll have good news soon. I can rank her up again immediately, but I won't, because we don't have time. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Alright, into the Oasis you go. She has exactly 30. Oh, I thought she had more, over 30. Okay. That's not great. It means we should have used this on... what's his name? Because it's not gonna work here. So, oh well. Just throw one of these in. Do I want to use that, or do I want to use the smaller ones? I think this is fine. Well, we'll see where we end up. Or I could throw this in for now. If we need to switch it out, it's easier to switch out that way. Definitely need one of those. Take a second and throw a... what is this? 50% extra. This probably gets us to... actually to around 45 is what my guess would be, so maybe that's the right one to use here. Alright, 52. And the cures. Alright, that gets us there, right? Well, next time we go to the crater, we can use one of the we can use the other fire potion pretty easily. So whatever, it's fine. All right, looks good. Yeah, it looks perfectly good. All right, now we're gonna go spend a million hours shopping, like always. All right, done, 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 done. No, not done. Done, done. So these two. Muktuk, just to give him a fish. We have nothing else to buy here, I don't think. I mean, I could see an argument to be made for buying more cauldrons to replace the ones that we're not using. Or the ones that we're not getting maximum value out of. I could just buy a bunch of Arctic cauldrons. I think that might be the end game, although I want to get through this competition and see if there's another level after this, which there should be. And presumably that'll be the strongest cauldron. Unless there's another level after that. I don't think there is, though. Let's expand. Well, let's give you your slime. We need to buy a lot of blue and purple today, because we got to make a lot of blue and purple. Oh, there's a new spider. Is that the 66 spider? What was that? Yeah, it's the 66. They're both 66. It's the 66 of those two ingredients, though. Alright, we gotta buy lots of blue and purple. Is there anything on sale today? I don't think so, right? Let's, you know what? Let's start out by checking out these blue and purple ingredients that we can buy. Okay, even though these are expensive, we can only get 2 a day. We should buy them. Same with these. Honestly, well, I have enough of these to make. These are not high enough level that we need to be spamming them. Although I will buy these. I do need more of these. And more of these. Well, I don't really need that many more of those, but I'll buy them anyway. Spiders we'll buy. Feather gelatins we'll buy. Okay, we're just gonna buy everything. We have so much money. How much did we start with? 170 or so? I don't even remember exactly. It doesn't really matter. I think I could basically buy out the shop and still have money. See, now I don't need to buy these watermelons, but it's tempting to because they're really not that expensive. 64, they're less than 1 coin per Majamin. Which is honestly pretty good of a deal. Whatever, we'll just buy them. Whatever. Just buy out everything that's blue and purple. Or at least only blue and purple. Okay, I don't need to buy these, I don't think. I have plenty. 30 of this level of ingredients should be okay, because I'm only ever using them to fill out the space. Although low level potions, I guess, do use them sometimes, but I don't think it's enough to be worth stocking up that much. This should be fine, I think. Alright, we're good. Okay, let me just buy all of our mana real quick. Buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now let's get back to it. Oh, I can only buy 1 of these a day. They're not worth buying, I don't think, but because that would just be for feeding to the slimes. And they are a good slime feeding ingredient, but not for the Majamins, I don't think, because I don't even think they're that much more than these ones, right? What is this? 190 something, 198. No, this is a lot more actually, but it's not even as much as this. Get to buy, and let's blast through this real quick. We'll buy these. Whoops. Buy these. Oh my goodness, I only bought 1. No. Buy these. Buy. We have 30. That's probably. That's fine. 30 is fine. We're not gonna use. And I can always buy 10 if I need more. I'm not going to use that many in a single day, I don't think. No, we're good. $40's plenty. Those. We've got plenty of those. Here are the 88s that I do kind of want to buy if I can, because we need more of them. In the 30s is fine, I think. We're getting there. We're getting there. The low number, I always see. Oh, I need these. Buy 2 of these. Actually, I probably want more. These are a useful ingredient that I do kind of want some of. Because it's a 22 of it. and split into 2, which is nice. Or 22 multiple split into 2. Man, remember the days when I couldn't buy everything I wanted? Now I buy everything I could possibly want in a day, and I'm still gonna have. I'm only spending like 20,000, which at the there was a time where that was a boatload of money. Now 20,000 is like nothing. I make 20,000 in half a day, or in a quarter of a day. A few sales is 20,000. Alright, whatever. Some of these ingredients are irrelevant. Multiples of 11. Not even, I mean, the other ones are too, but these ones are not even just 10. Or 22. These ones are multiples of 11 specifically. Our 1 slime a day and our 1 photonic spore. Alright, sure, whatever. Whatever. Alright, now we're into the stuff that probably doesn't really matter. As long as we're at a reasonable number of all this stuff, we don't really care beyond that. You know, 20 to 30 of them. I don't even, not even really looking at what they are at this point. Like, although I definitely don't need some of this stuff. Some of this stuff is never gonna get used, and also not even worth really feeding. Although some of it is kind of useful for feeding to top up, I guess. So whatever. It's so just like easier to just buy than to think about it, though. Kind of a weird sentiment. Bogeyberry. Can't buy more slimes, unfortunately. If only. I mean, slime spiders. If only. I'd love to have some more spiders. Alas. Alright, we're almost through the shopping. Almost there. All of these like 22s and 44s are interspersed with other ingredients that we've already got plenty of. As if I'm ever going to use these shrimp. Yeah, look, so I bought like everything I could possibly want. I'm gonna have spent like under 25,000 or something. Which nowadays just feels like spare change. Gotta stock up on fish to give to all of our friends. Everyone loves fish and slime. Sure. Buy more slime. We're gonna have to give a bunch of slime out every day, so whatever. Okay, we're good. Shopping complete. Let's head home. Everything's done. Head home. Get 2 more sales in. Oh, we gotta do our big brews for the day. Alright, what's our big brew now? Up all our stuff. Alright. What am I throwing in here? Doesn't even really matter at this point. Just throw some big. Okay, actually, the ones, again, it could matter for purple and blue, basically. I would like more of those. would also like more of these still. Honestly. Oh, but these are time consuming. Okay, let's wait until the evening and we'll throw them into the purple and the blue. Got a decent chunk of those now. I would like more of these, I think. Okay, those only take 2. I was worried they were spiders and they were going to take more, but the other spiders didn't, so I thought it was probably okay. And in fact, it was. Here it is. Winged gelatins. Sure. Alright, now we just throw something big. Something big and meaty. Madriman-wise. That we would be happy to have more of. Some more icicle pufferfish? Sure. Some more dragon blood ticks? Sure. Honestly, I think there's an argument to be made. This is 275 Magimans just for feeding to other stuff. So I did this with the other ones, right, where I had to feed it multiple things just to get. But it doesn't seem the scaling on these ingredients is by like the Magiman count, but not directly, and not even it doesn't scale that dramatically. So like if I put this in here, 275 Magimans. Oh, this one does scale a decent chunk. But if I started with 107, or I started with 1, started with 2, that gets me to 5, so I'm gaining 3 already. And then for another additional, what, 200, not even, 167? And really, that just means another 84, I get another 6 ones. So for 2 of those and 84's worth of red, or 84 Magiman's worth of an ingredient that has red, I get 6 of them. Like, that's a pretty big increase in Magiman count. I mean, just in the strictest sense, I'm putting in 717 plus 1 of these, 900 whatever, to get out 6 of them, which is a, you know, few hundred Magiman increase. Actually, it's half of 717, because I'm only putting in half of this. So it's 275 plus 360 or so. So it's like, what, 630 Magimans to get, you know, 6. So like 1,400, 1,500 Magimans out. That's a huge increase. Okay, 84. Or what was it, 87? What did I say? Doesn't matter. 80 something. Do I have an ingredient that's 80 something that I can throw in here comfortably? Sure. Okay, and then as for the rest of you, you can have one of these. You can have one of these. Alright, let's finish this off. Another 40. Sure. Over here's another 130. Oh, I'm going up to 6. That's why I was like, why is that so much? It's because I'm going up to the next level. I'm going to 6s, which, sure, whatever, that's fine. 100 and... There's another 130. Right, so we need 65-ish. Ta-da. Alright, this one only needs another 50. The jump from 5 to 6 is huge sometimes. Actually, no, it's only up to 500 and whatever. This one was big, but... Goes from 350... Well, 3... We'll see when we get this. This needs another 50, so 25. Slightly less. 28, or what is it? It's actually, what, 20... It doesn't matter. 26, so... Or it's... Yeah, 20... 50... 46, so 23. Doesn't really matter. The 24 will do. Actually, it could matter, because I could go for a 24 if I have one. Sure. purples. 564. So it went up 200 to get from 4 to 5, right? 356 up to 564. It's another 200. So yeah, the first few are really low, right? It goes like 80, 150, or an additional 80, an additional 100 or so, an additional 200 or 150, and then yeah, eventually hits extra 200, which I guess makes sense. That's how you'd expect it to work. But it's interesting to see the actual scale. Sure. 120. I could go for more of these, I guess. Just throw another one of these in. Alright, now it's another 80. 40 of purple. 40 with purple, at least. Ooh, we could use more of those, too. Alright, looks good. Alright, gardening's done. Let's brew. Fire potions are done. So we made more fire tonics, which is good. We need to refill our poison, and that's what these two will be. Poison and petrification. Grands. So let's just do that right away. Because those are the two that we've gone down on, although we still have a couple of each. Or one and then two of them. But gotta have more. Gotta have like at least a stack's worth. Man, if I could make them according to the same recipe and get them to line up, that would be great. If I could get them to stack, but I can't remember what it was, and I can't even see the traits properly to guess. So you know what? Also, it depends on the brew, because these are both 1-star, meaning I got perfect brews on both of them. So that's also a factor, which not likely to happen. So, oh well. All right, this is just grands though. Meaning we need 240. Which means here 60 30 30. Sorry, 120 60 60. What's the restricting one? Blue? 60 60. None of that works. I mean, that could work. Slightly under is actually okay on this one, I'm pretty sure, but sure. We'll go with 128 64 64. Four ingredients to get 64. It's 44, I need 20. Okay, brew times 6. We can chop that down to 2. Can I take it down to 0? No. I mean, I think I tested that previously. But good to know I can't just free brew stuff. Obviously. This seems obvious, but sometimes you gotta check, right? Okie dokie. That's that, and then the other one we need to make is petrification cures. I didn't actually do my final check on that, but I'm sure it's fine. Alright, red, yellow, purple. Again, okay, purple's the restricting one here for sure. We can get this to 60 pretty easily, though. Off of 2 spiders. Or I could go for 64, which might be arguably a little bit easier. Because I think I can just immediately get a 64 somewhere. Or an 88. Silence is deafening. Oh, I can go 40 and 22, actually. That works too. We can do this. Do I not have just a straight? 40 of those? I thought I did. Oh, we can use... I think this is literally the same thing I've done the other times on this one. Interesting. Ooh, that's not where I want that. Okay, that already gets me where I want to be, but with 2 ingredients to spare. So that's less than ideal. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a spider. It's fine. All right, no more purple. 30 red. Do I have a 10 in red? No. I do have the 30 now, actually, conveniently, which I didn't for a while. 3 ingredients to get 60 in yellow. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Alright, perfect. 8 out of 8. Brew time. 2. Let's go. Petrification cure's done. Alright, now we just get our 2 Masterwork Cursed cures. Let's get our 5-star. 5-star Masterwork Curse. Love to see it. What about this one? Not so high. Another perfect brew, though. 3-star. Lovely. Alright, and then for tomorrow... Wait, how much are these going to be worth? Woo! 4770 just off of the stacked, yeah, because this was... I don't remember what these were. I think they're stacking. I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers. What's tomorrow? Basic potions. Tolerance potions it is. Let's do this. Let's get some Masterwork tolerance potions in here. I've already got some. I could make more. I gotta make more though. And that's fine. I have all of my other potions. Actually, I'm already making some in the other cauldron too, right? Isn't that what's happening in this cauldron? It is. Just gonna make some more though. Alright, well. Time to go to town on this blue and purple. 940, so our max is 470 here. Can I even get to 470? I have 66s now. I get to 440 in half the ingredients. I'm only gonna be able to get to 880 max, because all my max measurement thing here is 88. That's the highest I'm able to get in this cauldron because it has 10 ingredients. Of course, this is 66, so this doesn't get me there regardless. Okay. I mean, if I'm willing to spend, as long as I have 3 of these, I can... That's not right. I have it backwards. As long as I have 3 of these remaining, I can put 2 of them into the pots and stack a bunch of them overnight. 6 and then 3. There we go. Oh, but I need 1 more ingredient. I don't have anything that's evenly split on these 2 ingredients, right? I do not. What's the difference here? 44? Well, it's 88 if I ignore that, but this is a difference of 44. That's the highest I'm going to be able to get, I think. Alright, that's the best I'm able to do. 0-star Masterwork Tolerance Potion. Do I even want to get to the 0-star then? Probably not, actually. I think it's probably fine to go under by 1, right? can. Okay, that's... How am I an ingredient short? I've done the math wrong here. This is a 44. Do I have 22s of blue? I should, right? No. Do I have a 24, 30, 44, 12, 18, 32, 12 works. All right, there we go. That's what we like to see. Because now we're 5-star. This takes the brew time down, but it'll get us potentially one. I mean, it gets us one fewer star, but whatever. I don't even know if we're selling these anyway, to be honest, because we're gonna have so many high-star masterwork tolerance potions already. I don't think it's gonna matter. We don't have the shelves to support it anyway. All right, we gotta get this down to 8 time units though, so. Ooh, I gotta use a 5 or something. Whatever. That'll work. Alright, one more set here. This one I should be able to get pretty high. Okay, this one we cap out at 430 each, but I have the extra ingredient slot, which helps. Because it means I can do this. Oh, but I used a bunch of them already. I cannot use more than... I have to keep at least 3 in my inventory. I capped out anyway. I'm already hitting 462 in purple. $440 is too high as well. $418 is good. But now I need a 20, no. Yeah, 22, which I still continue to not have. $462 is too high. 44 is too high. 440 is too high. The problem is the numbers here. All right, maybe we just go 396 in each. Well, again. That gets me even across the board here. I have 5 ingredients left. Can I get... Okay, it's a 66, 2 66s. Can I mirror that here? Yes. But I don't know if that's how I want to. Right, 88 is good. If I go 66, then I need a 22, which I don't have. Also, it's too high. 16. Now I just need a 20 in blue. That I can do. There we go. That's the ticket. All right, we good. Brew time 21. Yikes. Okay, brew time 8. Perfect balance. 1-star masterwork. Alright, looks good. And in here we could throw some... Oh, we actually have potions to throw in here now, because it's basics. So it's just tolerance potions, our masterwork tolerance potions. Wait, do I have some on the pedestals? You know, I should also be throwing in the ones that I'm going to be taking to the competition, because that technically helps there too. That's, you know what? We still got a full day to do it. Today's our last day to do it, so good thing we caught this here, actually. Let's make sure we fill those 3, and then the last one could be whatever we're thinking of selling tomorrow. Although that actually overlaps for some of it, I think. Yeah, for the these ones. Tolerance potions. Is that our highest tolerance potion? That's our 5-star tolerance potion, right? No. Our 5-star tolerance potions are brewing. Okay, those aren't going to be ready in time, because they're not going to be ready until the morning. But we will... Well, it's fine. This we're definitely doing. Because this is the one we're taking to the competition. 3-star Masterwork Insight. It's our only Insight Enhancer. We got to make sure we have it in our inventory on day 39. I'm not even going to put it on the pedestal tomorrow, I think. Let's age that. I hit return. I can't escape it. It only happens when I'm in the barrels, too. Alright. And then the next one... See, now it says we don't have it because it's in the barrel, but that's fine. Grand, no. 5-star Masterwork Silence Gears is the one we want. I can only fit 5 potions in there. That's fine. This is being cactus aged. So if I want to throw the other one in here, I can. This is for selling tomorrow. Right, there's nothing else. Those are 2 of the potions. The third one's in the brew. So it's just the highest level potion I'm selling tomorrow, which is alright, my 5-star Masterworks. I don't even know if I'm going to sell these, though, because they're 0 star. Did I say 5-star? I meant Masterwork 0 star. I don't even know if it's going to be worth it. The other ones are going to sell for more than that, I think. By a significant margin. But I mean, I guess when else are we going to throw them in here, right? They're the most valuable basics we have. This is the mushroom. It's fine. And then the other cactus we can throw the remaining one of whatever so it'll stack. What was it? Masterwork Silence? Cactus also. Now we return. Okay, good. Let's get our sales for the day. Let's get that card in here. That card seems good. So let's see how I want to do this. I think this is worth it. And I think I swap out some of the heavy hitting cards that are dead. Although we only have 1 good cop, bad cop. But I think it's fine to get rid of. Alternatively, honestly, salt and pepper are not that great. I'd rather have blocks is what I'm realizing, I think. Because the block I'm really missing blocks. And I'm using this as a block sometimes, but it only blocks half of whatever it is. Which is pretty bad for 2 energy. Right? It lasts extra turn, but the block is almost irrelevant on the second turn. And the sympathy, the confidence we get is not bad, but if we just had a blitz instead, or like a stronger card instead, it's more worth it, right? And the question then is good cop, bad cop worth it? Because that was mostly worth it in combination with the other thing. And honestly, I think the answer might be no. I think we're getting to that point where I really think I do just want to cycle through my deck and hit as hard as I can with the cards that I have. I think I want some block. Keep your guard up is good block. And it hits for interest. But I don't know if it's always worth it. Now, sympathy is a little bit of block also. But I don't think it's worth it for the same reasons it never was before. What else do I have that even blocks, though? Not much, to be honest. So, I mean, keep your guard up is probably the best block. It's only a 3 block, which is actually not that much. But I don't need to use it if I don't want to. Let's see. Deep Connection is interesting. If we're playing it to try to get rid of our hand. But again, that doesn't work well with finishers. So Flattery. It's interesting that Strike or Strike Later is actually our best block, but that's because when we use it as a block, it's only blocking. Man, that's so flexible. It's so nice to have. This is only 3 block, but that's something, and it does hit while blocking. And if we don't want to use it, we just don't use it. But the problem is if we're not blocking, this just hits for 8, which is okay. Muscle Memory goes well with Blitz. It means it's 2 cards but 1 energy for 18. Because this, if we're at 4 cards or something, right, this gets us down to 3. See, the thing is, Sympathy is only 25% extra compared to Confidence is 50%, and Confidence lasts 2 turns. So I honestly do think Confidence is still worth more than Sympathy. Zero, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Barrage could be fun. Now that I'm realizing that do have a lot of card draw now. We do sometimes have a big hand, but we mostly don't. And I can so tell I'm going to draw this opening hand every time. Where it'll just be 2 energy for 4 or whatever. Maybe I just throw a single Muscle Memory in. That fills out the deck. I didn't gain any blocks. In fact, I sort of just lost blocks because this was functionally acting like a 2 energy block a couple, but that if I needed it to. In that sense, Keep Your Guard Up is better if it needs to block, because it blocks basically the same amount as this. The most this ever blocks is like 3 because we're blocking a 6 hit. And then this also hits for 8 at the same time for the same energy cost. But then if we don't need to block, well, I guess, and then if we need to attack, Confidence still gets us maybe 8 interest at best if it's the same turn. If we can go an extra turn with it, we can get a lot more. And if we have big hits, obviously, it helps a lot. Okay, well, I mean, Salt or Pepper's not bad with... The problem with Salt or Pepper with Good Cop, Bad Cop is it's so expensive. Sometimes we don't have that time to spare. But it does work well with Blitz also, since Blitz is pretty cheap. I could go for 1 Salt or Pepper, I guess. We'll try it like this, see how it goes. Alright, that should be good. Let's arrange our potions. Look at that. 5-star Masterwork Curse Cures. I mean, look. Oh my goodness! They sell for 7,000. Okay, this is way more even than the other ones. Alright, now the question is, what do I do with these? Do I put these up on the shelf even? I don't think I do. How many am I even gonna bother selling here, right? I just want to sell these 5 for sure, and then afterwards I can put these on the shelf, and then these can go whatever here. But those are my superiors for adventuring if I need them, actually. I don't even know if I want to sell these. Which is kind of wild in retrospect. Yeah, we'll just sell the Masterworks today, and we'll just sell them all on the Arctic Shelf times number 3. Alright, well, that means our sales will go quick today, which is nice. We get a save going. Alright, let's sell. Oh man, 72-74 to start it off. beefy. Okay, gonna take 4 right off the bat. Don't like that. I mean, we get 1 redraw. Do I salt? I guess I salt, because we just take the damage and see what we can get off the draws. Another craftsmanship. I mean, look, that's good. That means we've already gotten an extra, what, 9 points out of the confident. We take 4, go down to 3 energy. Leaves us time to scheme into a finisher, or flattery into a finisher, if we have it. Alright. Oh, I can... Oh, I can't. I need to draw. I can't blitz, and this draws me a card. Strike. Cannot be played. I'd run out of energy. Let's draw. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Well, we finish at least. It's like one of the dead draws. Well, we have a lot of dead draws, to be honest. So it's fine. I didn't even see how much we sold it for. It was a decent chunk, but not as much as I would have liked. But it's fine. Again, this is actually doable. I should maybe try, but whatever. Scheme. Into a tension, the 1 in 25 tension. Might be able to get rid of that. Do I want to salt? I don't think so. It's too expensive for the time we have. We're going to be losing 2 here anyway. Okay, maybe I did, because now I want to just end it. The question is if that extra 3 would have mattered. Yeah, we're just trying to end here, so. Would not have mattered. Would have got us to 16. I, again, was not looking at what percent we sold for. I was looking at the interest numbers. See, look, this is where opening blitz is good, except... We got opening blitz, double sleight of hand, and I think I need to just close it because I do not want to take 6 stress here. I do not have my blocks. Blitz! Alright, well, that's a bad sale. We got a bunch for clearing off the debuffs, I guess. So, you know what? I'll take it, but... Oh, because there's a debuff on it. Alright. Scheme. There's the blitz. Which I can't play, but I can mulligan it away. Oh, actually I can if I just play everything out. Which I think I do. I think I go 1, 2, 3, scheme. Yeah, easy. Oh, boom. This is beautiful. We love to see it. Look at this. Hitting for 21. 1 energy hit for 21. And then we scheme and we can mulligan too. I press the attack though. How much of this can I afford to throw away? I have 1 more redraw. I also have another mulligan. So if I throw it all now, I draw 3, and then I could draw 2, 3 more, potentially at max. So I can draw up to 6 cards through. If I play flattery, I draw 2, 1 at best. And I'm out of energy. Oh, I'm out of energy if I flattery. Duh, that's dumb. What am I talking about? I need to just mulligan and then either mulligan or press the attack and hope we hit the finisher. Captivate helps. I could blitz here for sure, but I think I press first. Guided thought. Okay, we just blitz and end it, right? Yeah. We'll take the 86. Take what we can get. Alright, no mulligan here. We just play our 2 attacks and go down to 7. Okay. I can strike, blitz, scheme. Yeah, that's it. Strike. Blitz. Scheme. Captivate. Good. Strike. Sleight of hand. Too short. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But so it goes. Alright, up to 192,000. Not bad, not bad. And we get another sale set today. Although, let's grab our... Okay, so now in the garden, we're going to be growing a bunch of the slouchy skin guys. There's something else I wanted to grow, and I can't really remember, but it doesn't matter because we definitely need to grow a bunch of these. Here and here. What was the other thing? These, I guess. We can't grow them now. So, oh well. Just green and yellow next. I didn't realize this was going to take 3 time units. That's a big mistake. I wasted a lot there. I didn't even look. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't even look. We gotta grow these at night also. That makes sense. I just didn't even bother looking when I put it in. Dun, dun, dun. Dragon Egg Citrus be good. This part of the music reminds me of Breath of the Wild music. I might have said that before, but it does. I can't remember which, one of the town themes or something at night. Alright, doesn't matter. Just gotta grow something. I mean, we could grow another one of these. They take 3 time units, but now's as good a time as any, right? And a yellow. A yellow what? What did I say? It's 90 or something? 60? What do we need? 167, so 84. Sure, bucket. Blues and purples. I do want to kind of make a lot of these, I guess. So let's, you know what? Here you go. Okay, need another 140 or so. Which is to say 70-ish. I got a bunch of these growing. Let's just throw this in here. And now I need another 110, well, 111, which is 56. That'll do. All right, looks good. Oh, Dragon Egg Citrus. Can't forget about that. Here, have a tick. Looks good. Okay, gardening done. Brew? What do I have to brew? Just adventure potions? Yeah. Okay, we're refilled on the dragon potions. I could definitely use more stamina. And potentially more other basics, I think. I definitely need more stamina. I'm running low on that again. Or, I mean, I've gone down a stack, and I'm going to use another, like, 5 next, you know, whatever, each day. So I definitely need another stack. Good on tolerance for the time being. Health is okay. Mana's okay for sure. Oh, I need more greater mana. I have superior. I have a stack of superior, a stack of grand. I need more greater. And I'm extra superior even. Okay, so tolerant, stamina, grand mana, and I think that's mostly the relevant ones. . either more stamina or more health. How much health? I got over a stack. Over a stack. Over a stack. Okay. Just more stamina, I guess. 2 stamina and then the grand mana. Start with the mana. The mana's easy. Just needs to be grand. 240. 120 each. I think I have split ingredients. This should be easy. What's the higher? This one. Come on, there it goes. All right, 240, perfect balance, 8 ingredients. Brew time. 4. All right. Wait, I just need greater mana potions, right? It's not even grands that I need. Shoot, it's even lower. All right, let's downgrade that even further. Oh boy, this is gonna take no time. This is gonna be kind of a waste of a brew time. Oh well. Doesn't matter, it's what I need. Throw an extra one of those in. Doesn't matter. Brew time 5. Well, we can get that down to 1. There you, or down to 4. There you go. Right. That's gonna give me greater mana potions, and then we need just stamina is probably what I just throw in here because that's what we're using most of in a day at this point. I mean, we're using health a lot. We're using 3 mana potions total a day. And like 3 to 4 health potions total a day, but we're using like 5 stamina potions a day, and like 2 or 3 tolerance potions, plus whatever the relevant location-specific ones are. But that changes, and we can just, as long as we have a stack of each of those, we're good, basically. All right. Well, and stamina only is because we're using the sight enhancers as well. Without them, we don't necessarily need the stamina potions every day. On everybody. Corsac definitely needs stamina potions regardless. Okay, so what is this? Stamina, red and purple. All right, so superior. I could start trying to make... No. This cauldron can't make Masterworks. This cauldron maxes out at superior. So, 400. 200 apiece. I hate this. I hate purple. Although, 200 is actually manageable with purple. And purple red is not bad. Purple blue is annoying, because the blue is also pretty high level ingredients only. There's not really the low level ones. Red's easy to fill. Get to 200. I think this one does have to be actually 400 though. I can't go under by a couple points. I think I say this every time. 132. I have a 20. No. 44 and a... 220. How did I... There was something I did last time that worked, and I can't for the life of me remember. $38. Whatever. 202. 174 to 202 means I need another 30, what, 28? Do I, oh, 28 red. That's not great. That's not necessarily happening. Yeah, that's not happening. Alright, I gotta stop trying to get fancy with it. We're just gonna do it this nice and simple. I'm just gonna put it at 200 or whatever number it is. With whatever ingredients I got. The 11s are annoying. Oh, I'm full. I was like, why? What is stopping me? Oh my goodness. $220. Sure, whatever. That's fine. It doesn't even matter at this point. $28. I don't have. Let's go bigger. That's too high. 12. Sure, I can do 12. There we go. 220. That's an extra star, and I don't care. Perfect balance, 8 ingredients. Brew time, down to 4. Great. And once more, stamina potions. Maybe I can find a... I keep wanting to overthink it. Wait, maybe this... $24. No. $206 in 3 ingredients. Okay, maybe I can do that. 10. It's not great. 20 I should be able to do. Good. Okie dokie. See, that's more like it. Not that it really makes a difference. Brew time 4, perfect balance, 8 ingredients. Goes up to superior. Brew. And that's the brewing done. Oh, I should probably end for the day. Am I going to have an event tomorrow morning that's going to take up time? I don't think so. I think I could just pick up my potions tomorrow. I mean, most of my stuff's not going to be done tomorrow morning. Actually, some of it will be, but I want to be able to set aside the potions. Well, I'll remember, I guess. What's even going to be done? This will be done. These will all be done. This is the main reason is I wanted to... Well, I'll just wait. I'll just save it for next time. I think I will end there for today. Because next time I'll sell and then all this stuff will be ready. I can pick it up and that'll remind me what I need to have. So next time we'll take care of that. And next time we'll probably get to the competition then. We once again went a little bit faster than before, although still not as fast as I would have liked. But, you know, we're picking up the pace. The pace. But that's going to do it for today. So thanks for hanging out, as always. If you want notifications when I go live, and I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Japan time. And this week I'm also going to be streaming at... Oh, shoot. My schedule doesn't indicate. I kind of forgot. I need to... Oh, shoot. I need to make a note on that on Twitter. I completely forgot it's a different time. Okay, I'll get to that. I'm also streaming this week on Thursday, but... if you want notifications when I go live, you can get those on Twitter, twitter.com/@chamomeleont on Twitter. I also post a schedule every Sunday so you can know what to expect, including the one that I posted this past Sunday, but I'm now realizing I am missing a note on. So I will have to make a note of that. Shoot, I completely wasn't even thinking about the fact that it's a different time slot. Maybe I should just see if I can read it. Well, that's what, I'll figure it out. In any case, that's all on Twitter. I also have been posting clips every day, so if you want to check those out, you can find all that there, see the highlights or things you missed. And if you want to see the whole streams, the archives of the stream, the past 2 weeks are kept here on Twitch. The archives I have older than that will be on YouTube, youtube.com/@chamomeleon. So you can find the links for those things down below. And if you'd like to support me in other ways, you can find links for other things as well down below. So give that all a look. As for the schedule for this coming week, so Wednesday we will be going back to Hades. It's been months, I think, since I played Hades, so I'm going to be very rusty, but I want to finish that block. I think I was like halfway through the epilogue. Just requires me to get a few more runs and build some more bond, I think. So I'm going to try to do that. I don't know how long it'll take to finish up, because I am partway through the epilogue already. But I mean, you know, we'll see how long it takes. Hopefully we can get through it, and then, because I do want to finish that. And it's been a while, though, so I'll be rusty, and that'll make it take longer. But in any case, that'll be Wednesday. Thursday, we have a bonus stream, as I said. So I will be streaming Terraria with Ryoko. So currently the plan, I think, I didn't mention on Twitter, currently the plan was 6:30 Japan time. Though, I don't know, maybe I'll see. I'm increasingly thinking maybe I should adjust that to 7 just so it's consistent, but also because 6:30 is pretty, like, it's a pretty tight schedule for me to be ready in that time. But I'll post about it on Twitter in any case. And Friday we'll be starting a new game, Kena Bridge of Spirits. I think it's Kena. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to that game. I'll talk more about it once we start playing, but basically it's a game I've been looking forward to playing for a while. It was on my radar for a while, but it was only on Epic, and I hate the Epic launcher, so I didn't play it for the year that it was on Epic, and then it was released on Steam, and I bought it, but I haven't gotten around to playing it, and all that. So that'll be Friday. And Monday, a week from today, will presumably be more Potionomics, trying to continue towards I think we'll probably get to the competition next time. And yeah, so that's that. Thanks for watching, as always. Hope you had a good time. Hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your morning or evening. And I think that's all I got. So until next time, see ya.